Now, let's talk about the latest guidance from the Central Bank of Nigeria. I did read it earlier on that the Central Bank at the weekend put out a press statement announcing it has lifted FX restrictions, so people can actually even freely put in their dollars right now in their dome accounts and also withdraw. What do you think that will do? Do you see that addressing the supply of FX? Because I was one of those that also asked that question. I think it was last Friday or Thursday. I can't remember which day now. When June 14th, so I think the next day, June 15th, when I had a guest and I asked him when the central bank brought out that circular of removal of the RT200 and the Naira for dollars scheme and now floating the Naira. I was one of those that asked that day, where is the supply going to come from? Because what it means now is that the CBN is, not going to be managing the FX markets anymore to an extent. Do you think this addresses that concern? That people will now begin to bring out the dollars they are hoarding, especially big men, and putting in the banks?
I mean, the big men don't have enough dollars to make. I mean, there's $50 and $60 billion.
Doctor, you think so? That the big men in Nigeria don't have dollars?
They don't have the scale of dollars to move the market. The market is bigger than any of the big men. I mean, we have $50 to $60 billion of imports. We have $50 to $60 billion of exports a year. These are large amounts. I mean, the people who really have the economic power for FX, of course, are the diaspora. But let's be very clear what was going on, because I think the way the FX system evolved in Nigeria was really something that created huge problems on it. Because if you think about the structure of it, the way we always thought about it was NMPC produced dollars. Those dollars were transferred to the Federation account. The CBN that took the Federation account money and sold it to actors. We don't know the actors at the official rate, 411, 415 on that. And there's a few problems with this system. I mean, to begin with, first off, actually, the first problem, of course, is there's nothing from the Federation account, nothing coming into the Federation account. Because of the foil subsidy, all of the money that might have come into the Federation account because of the foil subsidy, the reduction in production didn't come in. And the NMPC says it was paying 400 billion Naira a month on the foil subsidy. And of course, so then it didn't remit anything. There was nothing remitted to the Federation account in 2022 and all of 2023.
3 years, yes.
And of course, then what happens is pensioners are not getting paid in Sokoto. Teachers are not getting paid in Enugu. State employees are not getting paid in Cross River. And that was the effect of this foil subsidy and the system there. So you think about this for a minute. When we did have dollars flow, the dollars would flow to the CBN. The CBN would sell them to opaque actors, privileged actors at 411. They would then give the governor of Sokoto a smaller amount of Naira than the market might have been. Maybe the market price is 600, 650. And then the Sokoto governor can't pay pensions on that. So the pensioner in Sokoto is not receiving a pension because some privileged actor is receiving dollars at 411. That system doesn't make any sense. And one reason it doesn't make any sense is this country seems to have the idea that the dollars belong to the CBN. But of course, the dollars don't belong to the CBN. They may be housed in the CBN. The dollars belong under the federal system.